What up, what up, what up? It's your boy B back at you with another video. And today we are going over NXT Battleground. I thought this was the pay-per-view that happened this weekend, actually last night. It's the freshest one in my mind. You will also get your Saturday night's main event breakdown right after this. They're going to drop it pretty much probably right after one. So I'm excited to get into this card, so we ain't gonna waste no time. Let's get into it. So the first match on the card was the Women's North American Championship match between Sol Ruca, who is your North American champion, and Kalani Jordan. This match was fire, okay? And I think this is the match that I picked would steal the show. Honestly, this pay-per-view was really good. That's up there in the interpretation. But for me personally, this was my favorite match of the night. I thought this match was absolutely fire. I truly enjoyed this match. I thought this was a very, very good match, very strong match. And man, the standout in this match to me was Sol Ruca. Sol Ruca's athleticism and even Kaylani's athleticism are just so stupid, bro. It's crazy. And like with Julia now being on SmackDown, and we still have La Primera, Stephanie Vaquer as your NXT champion. Spoiler alert. I understand we have Jada Parker, and there's so many other names that in that NXT division. Jordan Grace is one that is like, there's so many women that like we're like, oh, this person's gonna be next. This person's gonna be huge when they hit the main roster. Sol Ruca might be one of those ones. She doesn't really get a lot of like mic time, like promo time for me to see what she's like on the microphone. So like, I don't know what really her true potential is with a microphone in her hand. But when you talk about somebody who's really got it, Sol Ruca has the it factor. Like her finish, insane. Absolutely insane. I don't think, honestly, I would love for Sol Ruca to make sure she protects her finisher. I don't think anybody for a long time should kick out of the Soul Snatcher unless it means something. And I like how Zarya got kicked out of this match, which you can always tell that the heel turn is coming for Zarya, and she will turn on Sol Ruca, probably be the one who beats Sol Ruca for the title. It's only a matter of time before that happens. But Sol Ruca showed me something special when she did that. First off, that top rope face buster was crazy. And then that little hand cartwheel moonsault over the top rope thing she does is insane. But bro, when she did that reverse 450 Soul Snatcher, that shit was crazy. That had me jump out of my seat. Like, what? Like, the women these days are they're the best part of NXT. And then more importantly, they just shine on so many different levels, and there's so many of them. And Sol Ruca could, like, any of these girls could be the top of the card in due time when they get to the main roster. Like, that's the potential level they have to be to the top of the card and be dogs with Rhea Ripley's and Charlotte Flair's and Becky Lynch's of the world. They have it. I just hope to see that they continue to develop and continue to do their thing, because, man, these girls, bro, they're something special for sure. I truly, absolutely love this match, and I can't wait to see where we go with Zarya and Sol Ruca from here. Next match was the Culling versus Hank Walker, Tank Ledger, and Josh Briggs. Match was alright. Match was It wasn't bad. I didn't think this match was terrible at all. I liked how Inamura came back at the end of this match. My problem with the Culling is they don't give enough time. And what I mean by that, they weren't given anything really to sink their teeth in as a group. I like them all together. I like them as a stable. They look the part. In my opinion, they should be getting the attention that Dark State does. That's truly how I feel. I feel like the Culling would be very cool if they got the attention that Dark State does. Dark State, really, I don't really care about Dark State. We've seen they've tried Retribution and that shit sucked. There's only one Shield, bro. And there's always only going to be one Shield. We don't need to try to keep recreating that. And I feel like The culling isn't doing that. They're doing something different. It's just that they're going against people that we don't care enough about yet for them to like prevail and to win. Because like losing to Hank and Tank, I understand, and Josh Briggs, I understand that they're tag team champions. I understand that Josh Briggs could ball, he could hoop, he do his thing. But like, why? The tag team titles were on the line. Would it really would have hurt if the culling won this match? I don't think so. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad match at all. Just wasn't the greatest thing. Honestly, what came after it was what is more my favorite. Sarah Schreiber, she interviewed TNA's Mike Santana. And the reason why this stuck out to me with Mike Santana is I have probably only seen one match from Mike Santana. And it was the TNA Loser Leaves TNA match with him and Josh Alexander. I forgot what pay-per-view that was at, but that was the only match I saw from him. And he did his thing in that match. I didn't really know his story like that all that well. I know he was in TNA before. I'm pretty sure people said that he went to AEW. I don't know any of his AEW stuff. If there are more Mike Santana matches I should check out, let me know. But I like the way Mike Santana, his look, his presence, and the way he talks. He literally talks like a true New Yorker. And as somebody from New York, that's how we talk. Like, and the way, in the words that when he said, I'm a Boricua from the Bronx, New York, I was like, oh, there it is. And honestly, I feel like the way he talks is how you would want Damian Priest to be perceived, as he's noted as the Street King. But he don't give that feeling of the Street King. I don't know, maybe it's because of how the way he talks, or his deep ass voice, or because we've seen him and maybe it's the hard rock, heavy metal theme he has, which I do like it. El Campeon was my guy. I love Damian Priest, but like when it comes to like true New York, Mike Santana gives you that true New York feel, and like that true, like, you feel me? Like, I like Mike Santana. I'm excited to see. I know he has a match with Tavion Heights on Tuesday, and I know they're telling a story with the No Quarter Catch crew, basically with Charlie Dempsey probably gonna do something. I can't wait to see what he does. He's going heel, so I'm excited to see what he does, especially after Miles Bourne fighting Obafemi tonight. So I'm excited to see where they go from here with that, but I'm really more excited to see what Mike Santana is all about, because what I saw right there, I truly enjoyed in that little minute and 30 or whatever of a backstage interview. I was really impressed. Next match on the list, we have Tony D'Angelo versus Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Now, I've said it before, said it again. Match was solid. This is the best story in NXT on the men's side. Argue with your mother. This story is fire. I truly enjoyed the story. It was very physical. Tony D'Angelo was pretty much dominating the match as he should have been. Like, if you really look at it, Stacks shouldn't have had a shot in hell to beat Tony D'Angelo. What's crazy is that the craziest thing to me about Stacks is I didn't know Channing Stacks Lorenzo was from Albany, New York. If you don't know, now you know. That's where your boy is from. That's where your boy is stationed. That's crazy. I did not know that boy is from the hometown. Let me find out he's a 518 baby. Okay, we see you out here. But I thought this match was very good. I did like the ending of the match, for sure. I liked the ending of the match, and I liked how, like, you saw the struggle Tony was really having putting Stacks away. Like, you could just see it on his face. Like, he just looked so disgusted. And then when the member of the family came out, when Crucifino came out, and he was just like, what the fuck are you doing here, basically? And Stacks kicked him in the dick, hit him with his finish, 1, 2, 3. I like to see where that's going to go. Basically, we know where it's going to go. Crucifino will end up joining Stacks. I wonder if they're going to lure Rizzo out of hiding. Like, they're so in the witness protection she's in right now. I just want to see where they go from here. The match was cool. I thought the match was fun. I'm just more excited to see it did its purpose. And what I mean by it did its purpose is it made me want to watch Tuesday to see where they go from here and where they tell their story. Because to me, the thing about the family that's cool is they can tell their stories literally by the vignettes that they have. And I'm like locked in. Like, what they do is very much different from the rest of NXT. And that's what makes them stand out. And I feel like getting us to tune in more to the family, they did their job. So I really enjoyed that match. Next match on the list, NXT Women's Championship match, Stephanie Vaquer, La Primera versus the Juggernaut, Jordan Grace. Match cooked. This match was badass. These girls put down. Like, Jordan Grace showed she's one of those ones. And I like how, and in this match, I like how, what they call it, the devil's kiss. Whenever, she does the thing with her knees and Booker T's on the commentary going, I like how she didn't let her hit it at first, dropped her on the announce table, and Jordan Grace is just in there looking at Booker T like, yeah, like what? I love that. I thought Jordan looked badass in this match. This match is hella physical. They threw down in this match, and it's only a matter of time before Jordan Grace is NXT champion. 1000%. Because my guess with WWE's Evolution pay-per-view coming back, which we'll talk about that too, I know Stephanie Vaquer will be on that card, and she better be facing a certain someone on that card. So that's all I'll leave you with that is I did enjoy this match, and I like how they had the two AAA ladies who I have no idea who they are. I like how they showed that they have history in AAA. I'm not familiar with Stephanie Vaquer's history in AAA. If anybody has information on that, let me know. Also, I like how they went backstage and they're all arguing. And then JC Jane just walks up. JC Jane walks up to Stephanie Vaquer and smacks the shit out of her. I love that. And let me tell you about JC Jane. JC Jane, if I had to do a NXT superlatives for the women's roster, underrated. I truly think JC Jane is a dog. JC Jane has the drip. I think JC Jane has the talent. It's just not put. I just feel like she hasn't been given her full light to shine by herself. She shined when she was in Toxic Attraction. She definitely did. Her and Gigi Dolan, she definitely did. We need JC Jane to shine by her damn self. Because she shined in the Chase U story. She's doing her thing in Fatal Attraction. I get it. But it's time. It's time, in my opinion, to see JC Jane go on her own and really show that she can go. Because I really feel like JC Jane could hoop for real. And I'm hoping that she really shows out in her match against Stephanie Vaquer on Tuesday. I enjoyed that backstage segment too. Also leading into AAA's Worlds Collide. This is going to be an interesting pay-per-view. And this really gave me more things to be excited for. Then we have a match announced that for the North American Championship, we got Ethan Page versus Absolute Ricky Saints for the North American Championship. Come on now. Ricky tried to give a quick promo, then it ended up in a brawl. The brawl was cool. It was really whatever. Not that deep. But I'm excited for the match for sure. Next is we have Obafemi versus Miles Bourne for the NXT Championship. I started dying laughing when the crowd started chanting RKO, because everybody knows he looks exactly like Randy Orton. He looks exactly like 2009 Randy Orton. But Miles Bourne showed me some shit in here. I ain't gonna front. He has a lot of power. He can do backflips. He has a perfect drop kick. Like, he got some shit in here. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. All right. I see it. And you can tell that the ruler did his thing. You can tell that Obafemi was like, even he was impressed. Like, all right, bro, got some sauce. You can tell Charlie Dempsey's story is with Miles Bourne. And we're going to end up seeing where that goes from here. And you can tell that that's the story that they're trying to get us to engage in. So I'm excited to see where we go from there with that. And I'm more curious about what's next for the ruler. Because I can see, there's a lot of people I can see. Actually, we know, I lied. We know who's next for the ruler. It's that boy, season 1 winner of LFG. It's that boy, Jasper Troy. The Reaper. That boy is coming. Because he dropped Obafemi on Tuesday. And now Jasper Troy is going to be in action. And I'm expecting Obafemi to be paying close attention. Because that boy Jasper, he's coming. And he's coming with a vengeance. And I'm excited to see Jasper Troy versus Obafemi. And hopefully it's at NXT Great American Bash. Sign me up. Next matchup on the list is the final match on the list. Trick Williams versus Joe Hendry for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Let me tell you something about this match. This match was everything it needed to be. I don't think everybody was looking for like some super technical 5-star classic. Nobody was looking for that. The crowd in the beginning of this match was rocking out of their seats. Like, people were going stupid because they wanted to see. These are two of the biggest young stars in the WWE slash TNA. Joe Hendry being TNA, Trick Williams being from WWE. The two biggest male stars. And when that bell rung, everybody got lit. Everybody was going crazy. And they did a lot of good moves. And you can tell that Booker T was training Trick. I like how Trick hit the spinner Rooney. I thought that was dope. And then Joe Hendry hit him with the bookend. 1, 2, 3. Like, this match I thought was really cool. Like, what I liked about this match is it reminded me of The Rock versus Stone Cold in this way. Not the aura or none of that. It was just like, you can tell they were doing moves, like they knew their other person's moves. Like, the way they wrestled, it kind of flowed together. And that's kind of what I got out of it. Like, when you watch The Rock versus Stone Cold, they mesh very well. If you watch just their matches, they've meshed very well. And they not only did they wrestle and have like technical wrestling parts in there? Sure. But it was entertaining. It legit felt like we were watching two characters fight. And that's what I felt watching Joe Hendry versus Trick Williams. You got to watch their characters go at it. And I think that's what made it really cool. And which made it even more fire was the finish. For the first time, a WWE superstar is a TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Trick Williams is the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. I thought that was cool as shit. I thought that was so dope because it's so different. If you would have told me a WWE superstar was going to be the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, I would have told you are on drugs. And it's so smart and it's so perfect, especially because if you're not putting Trick Williams on the main roster yet, that is the perfect place. That is the perfect thing to do for him, because you're not rushing to put him into something that he's not ready for yet, that WWE may feel that way. So you send him to TNA, and then he can work with guys like Nick Nemeth, Jeff Hardy, Moose, like Mike Santana. Like, there's so many. And then, it was perfect. I love that. He can go over there, and he can continue to work with all the great, wonderful talent in TNA. It was a perfect move. I loved every bit of it. Trick Williams is your new TNA World Heavyweight Champion. That is my list, ladies and gentlemen. That is WWE's NXT Battleground. I truly enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what TikTok, YouTube, everybody. Let me ask you a question. What was your favorite match of the weekend? From AEW's Double or Nothing, from Saturday Night's Main Event, and from NXT Battleground. What was your favorite match of the weekend? Please let me know below. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. I love you. I appreciate you. Forever gang. And until forever find you.